1929 Chevrolet. Nice car, provided you didn't want a wider selection of colors, body styles, optional equipment, or engines. Today, things are different. A wider selection of everything, including a variety of engines, 6s and 8s. And the smart salesman sells the car first, then equips it with a power team to fit the customer. Often, this will be a 6-cylinder engine despite V8 popularity. Last year, almost 2.5 million people bought cars equipped with 6-cylinder engines, and that's not counting Corvairs. The 8s are great, but these 2.5 million buyers saw a lot of good reasons for buying 6s. The question is, are you making the most of this opportunity? Pontiac salesmen are. 50% of the Tempests they've sold so far in '64 have 6s. Contrast this with Chevelle sales, where only 37% have 6s. The point is clear. The 6-minded buyers are there if you look for them. And you've got the advantage. You're selling the best 6-cylinder engines made. The 194 cubic inch high thrift for Chevy 2 and Chevelle, the 230 cubic inch turbo thrift for Chevy 2, Chevelle, and regular Chevrolet. The sensational 230 was completely new in 1963 and has been improved on since. Let's look at them. They're 140 pounds lighter than 6s of 2 years ago. They have 7 main bearings for greater rigidity, improved automatic choke for gas savings and convenience. Also, ideal bore and stroke for reduced friction and longer engine life, hydraulic valve lifters for quieter operation, and only regular fuel is needed. Contrast this high-performing, durable Chevrolet 6 with Ford 6. Ford's has a fuel-wasting manual choke, only 4 main bearings, a 10% longer piston stroke, and mechanical valve lifters, to name a few shortcomings. The Chevrolet 6 buyer saves all around. He starts by saving at least $108, the difference between a 6 and the standard V8. The savings grow as the size of the optional 8 grows, up to almost $500. His next major savings is economy of operation. The 6, with an 8.5-to-1 compression ratio, burns regular gas. That means the average 6 driver saves $40 a year over the premium fuel user. That's only part of the gas economy story. In the recent pure oil economy test, a Chevy 2 with a 6 got almost 24 miles per gallon, or 6 miles per gallon better economy than Ford Fairlane with an 8-cylinder engine, an advantage that would save $50 in 1 year. Chevrolet's 6s weigh up to 145 pounds less than the 8s. That, along with less horsepower, usually means a license fee savings. Lighter weight also means less wear on brakes and more responsive handling, even without power steering. Women generally feel more comfortable driving a 6-cylinder car. More savings are realized in lower maintenance costs. With 2 fewer cylinders, the 6 saves the owner important money. Let's consult the Chevrolet flat rate schedule for some typical normal maintenance savings. There's a 20% labor savings for new points and condenser. There's a 33% labor savings on a tune-up. Add to this a saving on parts like spark plugs. In the case of a valve grinding job, a common requirement for older engines, labor time for the 8 is 9.4 hours. For the 6, it's 4.6 hours, about half the cost for a 6, not including parts. Here's another potential saving. Cliff Anschus, sales manager at Reed Draper Chevrolet, Bay City, Michigan, knows that Chevrolet 6s are valuable used cars. He notes that economy-minded used car buyers, especially older people, go for the used 6s. And prices are high on used 6s, so trade-in values are high too. Anschus men sell new 6s by showing prospects how the car will maintain its value. So when you suggest a 6, you can sell the savings on fine performance and durability, lower original cost, greater fuel economy, savings from lighter weight, lower maintenance costs, and high trade-in value. Who's your best prospect for a 6? Certainly, it's the man or woman who has to watch his dollars. In short, it's the average Mr. or Mrs. America. They want the stylish appearance that spells prestige, but they want to save dollars, too. They want economy, but not where it shows. To identify the six-minded buyer, qualify carefully. Find out what kind of driving your prospect does. Discover whether he's the type who'd prefer spending his new car dollar on appearance items instead of the power plant. Generally, you'll find your best 6 prospects are budget-minded. Young married couples, retirees, teachers, factory workers, mailmen, city workers, people with modest incomes, or people with higher incomes buying a second car. People to whom both appearance and economy count. Good prospects for 6s are also the usual late used car buyers. Show them the low initial cost and low operating costs and 2-year warranty of a new Chevy 2, Chevelle, or regular Chevrolet with 6. And then you can often move them up to a new car. Still another good prospect for a 6 is the commercial traveler. He'll be money ahead with the economical 6, and he'll appreciate its top performance and durability in town and on the road. Incidentally, the Chevy 6 gives peak performance at turnpike speeds. Speaking of performance, be sure to demonstrate the 6. The prospect will like the kind of performance he experiences during the demonstration, and he'll like the savings. Contact prospects who purchased 6s prior to '63, also owners of competitive 6s. Sell them a jet-smooth Chevrolet 6. Whoever the prospect is, put first things first. Sell the car with all its outstanding features. Then sell the economy, durability, performance, and high resale value of the 1964 Chevrolet with a 6-cylinder engine.